Hey guys, in this video I'll show 4 augmented lance builds, 1 ice element, a comfy one which is more like a jack of all trades, and 2 evasive status lance builds, so let's begin. For the ice element build I am using the usual skills, and this is a kind of a standard way to make elemental builds. You just need to change lances, adapt a bit depending if you want to focus in raw damage or elemental damage, and it has so many slots so you can add different skills depending from your needs. It may not be the friendliest build and there are not many ice weak monsters. Personally, I like to use it when I have hit zones around 20s, but that is just me. You could add some more monsters if you add hit zones around 15s. In my particular case, these are the decos that I needed to add, and I am using this particular lance because it has a decent sharpness compared to other ice lances, where you need to add some handicraft to not bounce against some monsters. The next one is an evasive poison build. What I love about this build is that you can poison the monster the whole battle. So you could say that Foray is active 70-90% of the battle, and as this lance has a high poison value, it is easy as heck going from proc to proc. That is the list of decos that I require, and poison is really useful against several monsters. However, this build isn't friendly in the list because you need to practice your jumps, and in my particular case I lost one level of evade window, so some of these jumps are tight as heck. If that is too difficult, you can throw another evade window, 1 or 2 depending from your luck. And for a casual like me, with this thing I am able to beat the levels 100 in around 11 minutes, so I am really happy with it. This thing may seem like its damage output is not good, but stacking 30 damage because of poison, foray, chain crit and some items you can compensate the general lack of damage. For the comfy set, this is for those who like to casually play and have something friendly. The reason why I chose this lance is because it has a decent sharpness, some extra affinity and defense. For the decos, that is the list that I needed. I say this is a jack of all trades build because you can add different skills depending from your experience as a player, moving from an offensive build to a really defensive one without issues. Some augmentations are pure luck, but I'll also think that it is not that hard to obtain compared to some really specific augmentations like 2 slot upgrades. And last but not least, here we have the Paralance. The main disadvantage of this one is that the damage output is quite low, so here my best recommendation will be trying to play along Palicos with endemic alive moves. This helps to move our weapon a bit easier with Foray. For the specific decos that I needed, that's the list. Another potential issue is that this weapon doesn't have the best of sharpness, so even with Master Touch it is a bit hard to keep that weight up a good chunk of the battle. Here a really specific charm like Blade Scale 2 with 1 tier 2 slot will help. However, our damage output could be reduced, but there would be a decent synergy because part of its normal gameplay is jumping everywhere. What I like about this build is that against normal monsters, this thing is a casual decent option to have fun, and you can proc many times, so the battle becomes quite easy to control. I hope these ideas are useful for all of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.